Hello, really glad you joined me today for what is going to be a Friday class. It's going to be legs and it's going to be core. What we'll be working is in 2 minutes on each circuit, and what I'll be using is some 5s, some 4s and a small loop band. You will need a mat as well because we'll be getting on the floor. Bottle of water, take it whenever you want to. And what we're going to do is go into those 2 minutes and then we're going to do the repeat on those 2 minutes as well. So really building up the work. We are going to be doing fronts, backs, sides, insides and outsides of legs. So it all gets on the work. Zip and hollow always on so that we can do those exercises correctly. Okay, so if you're ready to go, we're just going to get with that warm up and we're going to go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, just open out those arms, open up those ankles. Okay, I'm going to do a step leg curl, step leg curl. Feel those backs of the legs working for you already. Little stretch out on the front. Good, pecs are working for me, get me that push across. Now I'm going to bring it up and turn. I'm going to do a squat on the side leg left, squat, lift it up. Good, feel that work over the side of the waist to get that leg up. My core's pulled in at the front. I'm going to do a step touch, just out and back. Good, so we're working the body as a whole, and remember your core is really going to help you to do those exercises correctly and safely. Okay, lift that up, ribcage down and in, my shoulders down, squeeze back into the waist. Okay, into the middle now, bring it up. Just opening out those ankles, getting those calves to work. Okay, now bring it in. Get that little stretch between the shoulder blades. Lovely, good. I'm going to walk it forward, drop it down. Fronts of the thighs working for me. I'm just going to grab that lead leg, just change it over. Okay, 4 more, here we go, 4. Okay, just those 2. Okay, now I'm going to do a lean forward here. Just a little lean forward. Feel that stretch out, nice straight back, so get used to that position, zip and hollow on and straight back. I'm going to stand on one leg, little runner. Lovely, good. Now out to the side with that runner. Feel it across the waistband, that's your constant. Okay, changing legs. All my weight on my front leg, then out to the side. I'm bringing it in and across this time, in and across, core pulled in. Okay, well done. A little run in and a run out. Just up on your toes, nice and light, because your core's pulled in, then underneath you. Go, 4, 3, 2, 1, just give it a little shake off. Okay, are we ready? For our first, you'll just get a little beep in the middle, so again, you know, if you need to change legs, that's where it's going to be. On my first one, it's going to be a stand. I'm holding it goblet style here because it is going to be a tricep as well. So I'm going to do stand, comes over my head, tricep lift, back down and back down. So again here, over the head, tricep lift. Okay, are we ready to go? We're going to be going from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Sorry, up there, get me that lift, bring it over. I come down, it's on my chest, goes over my head, tricep lift, back onto your chest. Now think where your rib cage is here, your core is pulled in, and give me that lift. Pushing up through that glute, and remember, we don't let our hips go back as we stand up. Don't get used to using bits of furniture and whatever to get you up. Use those core, use those glutes. Lovely, good. So you've got 20 seconds left on this leg. Then it's just going to be a change over onto the other leg. Okay, dropping down, pushing up through that front leg, over, little tricep work here with my core, and then back down, nice and evenly each time. You have got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so safely just change it over, tuck that toe under, come up, over the top, get me that lift. Lovely, good. So again, my core is helping me here, my glute is keeping me strong. Get a little tricep lift, get that work. Lovely, good. Drop it down and over. Up. Keeping that bottom and shoulders in line. 20 seconds to go now. Lovely, last few seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good work, well done. Okay, on my next one, into my curtsy pulse. So it goes curtsy pulse. As I come up, a little squeeze on that other leg, then down. Okay, so core working for me all the time. Are we ready to go? In 3, 2, 1. I want to get that a little work. So again, pulse on your curtsy lunge, come up, little squeeze in. Up, little squeeze in. Lovely, good. So feel like you are using that inner thigh to get that leg in, glute on the other leg, keep you nice and steady. Lovely, good. Standing up. So I'm standing right up onto this leg here and across. Lovely, good. That work. Also on that pec, on that shoulder, before I change over arms. 3, 2, 1. Good work, well done. Down into that pulse, that curtsy lunge. Come up, stand on it, and then bring that one across. Again, looking after my back all of the time. Sip and hollow on, belly button pulled in. Keep it strong through the middle. Let those legs, let those arms do their work. Keeping you centered. Lovely, good. And across. Last little bit now. Stand, squeeze. Lovely. 3, 2, 1, and good work, well done. I'm moving up a weight on this one. I'm going to try it with my 5s. It's going to be a snatch and a lift. Okay, so getting that nice straight back, snatch, lift it. Again, core really pulled in, glutes really working for me on the snatch and lift, but also on the lift up. Okay, are we ready to go? I've just gone up a weight on this one. Okay, so down to the floor, snatch, lift it up. Lovely, good. I'm going to go all the way through on one leg, one arm. Sorry, both legs, one arm. Dropping it down, up. Really get me that squeeze here. And get me that lift. And up. Yeah, go. Feel strong through those glutes. Really get it up to the top. Really work it hard to get that lift. 3, 2, 1. All I do here is I change over arms. Same lift through the legs. Core the same. Up and lift. Get that nice and strong. Good. Get used to pushing down, bending your knees to get anything off the floor here. and up. Looking after your back all the time. No lean back at the top either. Up and up. Lovely. Coming down into single figures. We're going down into single figures now. Here we go. The last few seconds. Then we are on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Well done. You can bring that heavier weight and you to the floor. And I'm putting that weight behind my knee. So I'm here on all fours and I'm going to get me that leg lift up and down. And again, quite a lot of work to be done on the other side. Option, other hand off the floor. Okay, start it with both hands on the floor. You're already on. You've got that squeeze and lift. And my lower back does not move at all. Lovely, good. And lift. Now, if you want to add in extra work, because I want to keep my elbows just a little bit bent there, just a little bit bent here, and my shoulders level. All I've done is I've lifted that hand and my palm is now towards the ceiling. There's more work to be done now at the front. Definitely I can feel that on that lift, not just on the back of the leg and the glute, but also on the front of my body, in my core here. 20 seconds to go. Good work. 10 seconds left on here. Keeping your shoulders down away from your ears. 3, 2, 1. Good work, well done. I'm changing over onto the other side, behind my knee. So I'm getting used to doing that lift with both hands on the floor. I'm staying square on this knee, both of my hips facing towards the floor. And then palm up, shoulder back and down. Good, just keeping that nice position each time. You have got 30 seconds left now. Good work. We're going to start that circuit again, especially if you're on the half lesson. Those who are keeping with me all the way through, we'll have another 4 exercises after our next work through. Lovely, good. And get me that lift. Get that glute squeeze. Work it all the way through to the end. 3, 2, 1. And good work, well done. Up we come to standing. Just going to take a little water break here. And I'm getting back onto that standing up with that full weight, the tricep. Okay, so dropping that down a weight again. Okay, are we ready to go? Goblet style on there. It's going to come over my head. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I stand up first of all. It goes over my head. Bring it down. Over your head. Tricep lift. Up, core. Really working for me now. Those legs get me up to the top. Palms up towards the ceiling on that tricep lift. Then palms end up going towards the floor as I come down and in and up. Get me that lock on the elbows if you can each time. Good, rib cage down and in. Sip and hollow on. My arms are going to be doing the same all the way through on this, remember? Good work. 3, 2, 1. At the bottom here, I just change that over and I come up with that other leg. Up. Good. Really feel that you get all that power through one leg. Your bottom doesn't go back. You try not to make funny noises as we stand up. No oohs or ahs. That's it. Keep nice and strong. That's it. Good. No leaning forward, your bottom going back. Good, using that length of that glute and the hamstring. Push. 3, 2, 1, and well done. And then we've done that curtsy with that little stand on it, and then bring it across at the end. So that arm is still really working for me. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. My bounce on my little curtsy there. Come up, squeeze it over. Good. So again, standing on that leg, bringing that other leg up. Just comes up towards my midline here. And I bring that pec in. Pec works hard here. Shoulder. Lovely, good. And I stand over onto the other leg each time. Good work. Really feel that work on that pulse down here. Feel the work out over the side of the thigh there. Three, two, one. Straight onto the other side. Okay, other arm. Give me that pulse. Up, squeeze it across. It's good. So I'm properly standing on that other leg. As I come up, transfer my weight. My core helping me all the time. Good work. Bending both legs here. "25 seconds left now. That snatch and lift coming next, where I just traded up a weight. Three, two, one, and good work, well done. Straight onto that snatch and lift. Okay, I'm trading up a weight, and here we go. Nice straight back. Again, I'm not going to roll over on my lower back. So keep it safe. Push up through the legs, get strong, and then get that lift. Rib cage down and in, core pulled in. That's good, it's all working for you as you get that lift up. Lovely, good. I don't let it drop, I actually bring that elbow down each time before I do my next drop through. Legs, working all the way through this. Okay, up. Last few seconds on this arm. Then it's just a quick swatch over to the other arm. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. I drop. I come up. Do me that lift. Good. Really keep it strong. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. We were on the floor, straight into it. Weight behind your knee. Give me that lift. My core pulled in. My hip bones both facing towards the floor. Now the added extra is, if you want, your hand on your lower back. Underneath your fingers there, you can feel that glute working for you. right up into the top, into your lower part of your waist there. Upper part of that glute. Good, working through that whole minute. Give me that squeeze, give me that lift. Think about all that work, having to go through the other side. Front and back. Working as a whole. Give me that lift, knee lift. 3, 2, 1. Good, just that quick swap over. And are we ready to go? Here we go, give me that lift. So once I know I've got my positioning right, that's where you can, if you want to, get that other hand on your lower back. Lovely, good. People doing the short version, this is it, this is your last 30 seconds of work, so make each one a good one. That's it, lovely. You've worked hard through those 2-minute intervals. Give me that squeeze. 20 seconds to go. Now 15. Lovely, good. I'm not swinging it, I'm getting that lift each time. 3, 2, 1. Very well done. Good work. Lovely, so those of you who are leaving us now, very well done. You've still got a good 16 minutes of exercise, working on those legs, working on that core. Those who are with me, we are going to stay standing on this one, and I'm just going to do a squat and a lift over your head, but with that heavier weight. And we still have 2 minutes and then 2 minutes, so it's going to be a whole 2 minutes all the way through. Okay, so very well done, everybody else is leaving me now, and the rest, well, let's just carry on. Take a quick water break here, and then we'll go. Okay, so just because I'm going with the 1, I'm going to move up that 5. Pick up that heavier weight. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Do me that squat over the head and then pull it back down. Now, really think about what your glutes are doing for you on the way up and the backs of your legs, and here they're stabilising you whilst your arms work. I get that scoot over my head, both hands going at once. But down here, don't forget about your back being nice and straight up out of your hips. And straight between your shoulder blades as well. Don't let this happen where you roll over at this point. You'll then compromise your lower back. Keep it safe. Elbows to thighs. You remember we've just got a full 2 minutes of this, of which we've now got 2 minutes. Well, sorry, 1 minute, 15 seconds. That's it, good work. And up and over. We're going to keep going. No changing sides. That's it, all the way up and over. Really pushing those glutes. Feel like you're going to push those hips to the front, but you don't, because you've got your zip and hollow on, and you don't lean back at the top, even though that weight is going up over your head. Keep your rib cage low. 30 seconds are left now, and then we're on the floor. We're coming down now into single figures. Here we go, 9. 2 minutes of work, that's really good going. So keep control of it all the time. 3, 2, 1, and well done. Okay, this is where we get onto the floor. So bring that mat out. I bring that weight with me. And I've also got my small loop band with me. Okay. Get a water break if you want it here. Okay, so I am on my side. It's going to be that inner thigh work. Okay, from now on in we stay on the floor. There's another standing one back again. I'm here with that weight behind my knee for that inner thigh. Here out, shoulder height, head on the floor, drop it out, side, so again I have to really keep myself on hollow on, out glute, inner thigh to get it in. Okay, are we ready? We're 3, 2, 1, we're on. So I'm looking directly at the ceiling, but I know here through my waist I've twisted because my hip on this side, on my right side, is off the floor. Good, so I'm going to go through. Whole minute on one side, whole minute on the other. What is constant is my core work, and then what changes over is the legs. My shoulders are on the floor, I'm looking directly up at the ceiling, and I get that movement all the way up and all the way down. Don't rock back onto both hips, you stay on one hip. So really look after your lower back by really keeping that zip and hollow on. I'm lifting that weight up against gravity, and also I've got that weight there behind my knee, just to remind myself how much that inner thigh has to work to get that leg up to the other leg. I want this other leg to stay steady, that's why I've got my zip and hollow on the whole time. 3, 2, 1, lovely, good. Onto the other side, arms out, drop, and off we go on the other side. Good work, just keeping that constant. Feel that inside thigh. I am dropping the whole foot down. I'm not making it an oyster. I'm not keeping my toes together. My whole leg drops out, but with that weight as well. So I'm going to get as much movement as I can, and then the inner thigh to work it through. Good. Core pulled in all the time. 3, 2, 1, and well done, lovely, good. You stay on your back and you get me that band. Front of thigh is just going to go over my insteps on both. Okay, so core has to work really hard, front of thigh has to work really hard, it's that push away. And I just change it over. Okay, have you got that band on? Okay, and push out. So that front of thigh really has to work for me. Feel it in the hip flexor, but also this front of thigh, that's my constant here. My core is helping me, otherwise when that leg goes out, my back would want to arch and drop out with it. I have to keep that zip and hollow on the whole time. Working that front of thigh. Good work. A few seconds left. 7, 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. All I do now is I swap it over. That one feels good now, getting that stretch out. Push, feel it, it's in the glute as well. So it's really trying to get out long and low. If you feel you can't get it too low, bring it up to here, but still make this leg work. That's where it's coming from, here. That stabilisation. My zip and hollow is really having to work hard now. Good, and get me that push out. That core keeping my back absolutely stable all the time. Well done. A few more seconds left now. Here we go. 9, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Well done. Lovely. We change that over onto our ankles this time, and I come over onto my front, and I'm lying down flat. Okay, so I'm just going to get that up and that squeeze out. So again, my glutes having to work for me, my outsides of thighs are having to work for me as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the top half and put one arm out, down, lift your bottom half, squeeze, down, lift the top half, reach out with that arm without that shoulder or the rib cage coming up. Okay, are we ready to go? That's where the core is, keeping it Okay, so head on my hands, lift, squeeze, put my legs down, put my arm out. Squeeze, really push against those bands. Outsides of thighs working. Glutes having to work, give me that lift. And then also my lower back having to work to get my top half up. Squeeze. Coming up. Reach it forward, bring it back down and in. Out and squeeze, drop. Core still working for me all the time, even though my tummy is on the floor. Up. Upper half. Lovely, good. Coming down to single figures now. Three, two, one. My legs are doing the same thing again, so really keep that zip and hollow on. And then my other arm comes up as I lift up. Good, squeeze. Now really feel like you get that lift through your lower back and not through your arms. That's why we're testing it by taking one arm off the floor and getting that little reach forward. Make sure it's from your back, your lower back. Get me that lift and reach forward. Core always pulled in. Good. And reach it forward. And as I reach it forward, remember each time keep your ribcage down and in. That's it. Really feeling on my glutes now, on the outsides of my thighs, and reaching it forward. Lovely, good. And that lift, and that squeeze out, and then that top half lift. Up, squeezing it. Three, two, one, and good work, well done. Okay, on both of those, are we ready? We're staying here on the floor for our last 6 minutes of exercise. I've got that inner thigh to do, again. Get my other weight. Lovely, behind your knee. I'm going to put the timer on. Okay, tipped over to the side. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Over to the side, drop down, squeeze it in. Now remember, zip and hollow the whole time. That core is helping my legs do each one of these exercises perfectly. Good, I'm not using other bits of my body to get that leg up. I get that squeeze on the inner thigh. So really focus where that work is coming from. Work that inner thigh. Hard to work in isolation, the inner thigh. So we're really getting that squeeze with that weight. Up. Good, one hip always on the floor, the other hip always off until we change over sides. Both shoulders on the floor, me looking straight up at the ceiling. That is it, good, squeeze. 3, 2, 1, over to the other side, drop down, out and in. Good, both shoulders again. Just get your positioning right. Really keep your zip and hollow on. Remember your back is twisted off the floor. So we want it to be protected all the time. Lovely, good. Just 4 minutes of work after this. Really working those legs. Really working that core. You've done well. It's a good job. There we go. Oh, give me that squeeze. Last little bit now. Three, two, one. Good work. Well done. Here we go. Straight into that band work, and then I'll put that timer on. So, on my instep of both, and then that's tabletop, and then I'm going to push one leg away, the other leg working at the front for me. Okay, core having to work hard all the way through. Lovely, good, and push it away. Feels good on those first few, getting that leg nice and long after it being crunched up into one position for that inner thigh. Good work. Keep that constant, that knee over that hip. Don't let it be dragged away with that other leg. Core is keeping me from my back arching. Has to stay on the floor and that leg really has to push out. That's it, good. That glute has to work on that leg push out as well. Front of thighs also getting a little bit of work as I straighten that leg off. Remember, if you feel it's too low, you can go higher on this. You'll still get a lot of work from that front of thigh. There, core, 3, 2, 1. Okay, lovely, good. I've swapped it over, out on the other side. There, again, feels really good to get it nice and straight. Lovely, good. Push. Remember now, your lower back is getting tired now. That zip and hollow is getting tired of being on all the time. So again, you might feel that there's a little bit of a drag on your lower back. So reposition and go again. Always think about what you're doing through that core. Good. Have to really think about it now. My lower back does want to arch. 3, 2, 1. Good work, well done. That 4 minutes was very much telling on that core there. Okay, round onto your front. That double lift of the legs, out with the outside thighs, and then up with the top half, and then reach it through. Okay, so here we go. Zip and hollow on. I'm up, I'm out. The legs go down, my top half comes up, but I lift that arm out. Good, so coming up, I don't push through the other arm. Remember, it's about your lower back, getting that work. Up, long lever on both. Just take your time. Squeeze on those glutes, on the outside leg, on my lower back. And again, I'm not letting my shoulder blade come up with this, it's just a sweep to the front, a floating arm. 15 seconds to go. 1 minute, 15 seconds of work left in this session, so you've done really good. Very little recovery. 3, 2, 1. Okay, lovely, good. Up with those legs, out. And then I change over my arms, I sweep it forward. That work, again, I can feel all the way around my lower back, into my spine there, on my glutes, on my outsides of thighs. Core working for me all the time, even though your tummy is on the floor here. Up, and reach it forward. Lovely, good. 20 seconds are left now. You've done really, really well today. Up, reaching it forward. Legs are out, down, up, and reaching it forward. 3, 2, 1. Okay, very well done. You can come back, you can take that band off, you can come off that timer. And I'm going to sit back on it and really stretch out that lower back. Upper back as well, getting that stretch as my hands go forward. You can, if you want to, put your forehead onto the floor. Lovely, good. As I come up, I'm going to do the zip and the tip. Come up, put your head under, look through your legs, looking at the floor, collapse slightly between your elbows. Put your weight back behind your knees and drop that lower back, and then do the whole thing again, flowing it up, head under, really get that cat stretch, get me that cat stretch. Okay, well done. Then back into the middle. I'm going to take that, just that drop forward, front of thigh stretch. I'm bringing it up, and I'm going to bring it over, just get that little bit of extra front of thigh stretch. Okay, lovely, I'm coming back. pushing it back. So again, you can sit back, right back on that one, or just push your hips back to get that hamstring stretch out. Up to you, depending on that knee, how it feels. Then I'm going to do the pigeon stretch underneath me. There, drop down. And whilst I'm here, I'm going to drop that hip out so I can get a good stretch out on that glute. Just keep it dropping, but keep your elbows even. Lovely, coming up into the middle here. And this same leg, hamstring and glute, is now going to be inner thigh by just pushing it back. Good, so again, just keep on moving that foot away from your constant, which is here at the middle. If you want to, lift it up and give it another little pull away, or push away, should I say. Lovely, good. Then that becomes my back leg as I come forward to do that front of thigh stretch. Good work, well done. Just dropping it down. Then, same elbow. Just reaching up over your head, just gives that extra little dimension down into that hip flexor, front of thigh stretch. My zip and hollow is on. Okay, and then I push back on that one, and I do that hamstring stretch on the other side, either sitting back on that knee or staying up on it. Just coming off that music, that's it, good. Okay, lovely, good. Coming up, tuck it underneath you. Coming down on it, both elbows even. Now you can stay here if you feel there's enough of a stretch, but if your knees are okay and you want that extra little stretch on your hip, out it goes, out to the side. Get that stretch right out over the hip. Lovely, good. Just holding that, keeping your elbows even, keeping your back even. And then I come up into the middle. I'm just doing a little quarter turn here so you can see it. And then out and back, sit on it if you want to. That leg goes out, so I'm getting that inner thigh stretch. Try not to let it rock over to here because the stretch goes too far down the leg. I want it up high. Okay, and if you want to, just work that heel and still get that stretch out. Okay, lovely, good. We're going to go into that downward dog position. Okay, so up. Weight goes over the back there, and you get that stretch up and out. That's it, all the way back onto your heels. Really feel that stretch out over the lower back, down the backs of the legs, right down into your calves. And then I'm going to walk it back. Okay, lovely, good. Either your legs can stay straight if you really keep that zip and hollow on, or bend them if you feel more comfortable. I come up to that tabletop position, and then I just drop down again, just a little way, and then come back up to that tabletop position, and then drop down. And my last one, just coming up from there, and then all the way up. Lovely, good. Just a little lean back at the top there, just get that little push through. Okay, very well done. Okay, I'm just going to do a little stretchy over there. That's it, lovely. Just get that little bit of mobility going on. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do that little swoosh down. We'll just bounce at the bottom. We're going to do 3 of them. So down, little bounce at the bottom. Come up and reach up. Then again, down at the bottom. This time my rib cage is coming up with me. I'm growing tall, up through my spine. This is the last one. Down, then up. I bring it down into the front there. I take a deep breath in. And then out and down. Give that little shake through. Very, very well done, especially stay with me for that whole session. Even that half a session, that 16 minutes of work is going to really work those thighs, fronts, backs, insides, out thighs, all of that as promised. And remember, working really hard all the time. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed teaching it to you. Leave any comments that you want to, and I will see you again next time. Okay, bye-bye for now.